Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something that's often misunderstood, how to demonstrate you're a high-value man. Now, forget the flashy cars and designer clothes. We're digging deeper. Let's get into 5 ways to display high value. 1. Embrace vulnerability. First up, let's talk about vulnerability. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that weak? Actually, it's the opposite. True strength comes from being open about your feelings and experiences. Here's why. When you're comfortable showing vulnerability, it tells others you're secure in yourself. You're not trying to hide behind a tough guy act. This doesn't mean oversharing or being dramatic. It's about being honest when something affects you. For example, if you're on a date and she asks about your family, don't brush it off if there's a painful story there. You could say, "My parents divorced when I was young. It was tough, but it taught me a lot about relationships." This shows emotional depth and self-awareness. Remember, vulnerability isn't about being weak. It's about having the courage to be your authentic self. That's attractive and high value. 2. Develop a growth mindset. Next up, having a growth mindset. This means seeing challenges as opportunities to learn and improve, not threats to your ego. A man with a growth mindset is always learning, always evolving. He's not afraid to admit when he doesn't know something. Instead, he gets excited about the chance to learn. This attitude is magnetic. It shows you're confident enough to acknowledge your limitations and eager to overcome them. It also makes you more resilient in the face of setbacks. In practice, this might look like taking up a new hobby and embracing being a beginner. Asking questions when you don't understand something instead of pretending you do. Seeking feedback on your performance at work or in relationships. When you approach life with a growth mindset, you're showing that you're committed to constant self-improvement. That's incredibly attractive and high value. 3. Practice active listening. Now, let's talk about a skill that's often overlooked, active listening. This isn't just about staying quiet while someone else talks. It's about fully engaging with what they're saying. Active listening involves giving your full attention to the speaker, showing you're listening through body language and verbal cues, asking thoughtful follow-up questions, reflecting back what you've heard to ensure understanding. Why is this high value? Because it shows you respect others' thoughts and experiences. It demonstrates empathy and emotional intelligence. These are qualities that make you stand out in both personal and professional relationships. For instance, on a date, instead of waiting for your turn to speak or thinking about your next story, really tune into what she's saying. Ask questions that show you're engaged. That sounds challenging. How did you handle it? This level of attention makes people feel valued and understood. In a world where everyone's distracted by their phones or thinking about themselves, being a great listener is a rare and valuable trait. 4. Cultivate financial intelligence. Let's move on to something that might surprise you. Financial intelligence. Now, I'm not talking about being rich. I'm talking about having a smart, responsible approach to money. Financial intelligence means understanding basic financial concepts, living within your means, not having a plan for your financial future, making informed decisions about spending and saving. Why does this matter? Because it shows you're responsible, forward-thinking, and capable of handling adult responsibilities. These are incredibly attractive qualities. This doesn't mean you need to be wealthy. It means you're thoughtful about money. Maybe you're paying off student loans, but you have a solid plan. Or you're saving up for a big goal, like starting a business or buying a house. When you demonstrate financial intelligence, you're showing that you can provide stability and security. You're proving you can think long-term and make smart decisions. That's high value. 5. Develop emotional regulation. Lastly, let's talk about emotional regulation. This is the ability to manage your emotions effectively, especially in stressful situations. A man with good emotional regulation stays calm under pressure, expresses emotions in healthy ways, doesn't let anger or frustration control his actions, can discuss difficult topics without becoming defensive. This skill is crucial because it shows maturity and self-control. It makes you someone others can rely on in tough times. It also means you're less likely to create drama or unnecessary conflicts. In practice, this might look like Start taking a deep breath before responding to a criticism. Expressing disappointment without lashing out. Being able to have a calm discussion about relationship issues. Handling work stress without taking it out on others. When you can regulate your emotions, you become a stable, trustworthy presence in others' lives. That's incredibly valuable in both personal and professional contexts. Now, let's break down why these 5 traits are so important and how they work together. These qualities, vulnerability, a growth mindset, active listening, financial intelligence, and emotional regulation all demonstrate emotional maturity and self-awareness. They show that you're not just focused on surface-level attributes, but on developing yourself as a well-rounded, thoughtful individual. Think about it. A man who can be vulnerable and listen actively is going to form deeper, more meaningful connections. He's going to understand others better and be better understood in return. This leads to stronger relationships, both romantic and platonic. A growth mindset paired with financial intelligence shows that you're prepared for the future. You're not just living for today, but thinking about tomorrow. This makes you a more attractive long-term partner and a more valuable employee or business owner. Emotional regulation ties it all together. It allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace and maturity. It means you can handle disagreements, setbacks, and stress without falling apart or lashing out. This stability is incredibly attractive and valuable in all areas of life. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually develop these traits? Great question. Here are some practical steps. 1. Practice vulnerability by sharing something personal with a trusted friend. Start small and build up. 2. Cultivate a growth mindset by taking on a new challenge. Learn a language, try a new sport, or take a class in something you know nothing about. 3. Improve your listening skills by making a conscious effort to focus on others when they speak. Put away distractions and ask thoughtful questions. 4. Boost your financial intelligence by reading books on personal finance or taking a free online course. 5. Work on emotional regulation through mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing exercises. Remember, developing these traits takes time and effort. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Every step you take towards embodying these qualities increases your value as a man. Now, let's address some common misconceptions about being a high-value man. First, being high-value isn't about dominating others or always being in control. True high-value men lift others up. They're secure enough in themselves to celebrate others' successes. Second, it's not about never making mistakes. High-value men make plenty of mistakes. The difference is they own up to them, learn from them, and do better next time. Third, being high-value doesn't mean you have to be extroverted or the life of the party. Quiet confidence and thoughtfulness are just as valuable as charisma. Lastly, being high value isn't about adhering to traditional masculine stereotypes. It's about being the best version of yourself, whatever that looks like for you. In conclusion, demonstrating high value as a man is about much more than surface level attributes. It's about developing emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and a commitment to growth. By cultivating vulnerability, a growth mindset, active listening skills, financial intelligence, and emotional regulation, you become someone who adds value to every relationship and situation. Remember, this is a journey. You won't master these traits overnight, and that's okay. The key is to start where you are and keep pushing forward. Every small improvement makes a difference. So, which of these areas are you going to work on first? Leave a comment below and let me know. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on personal development and relationships. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep becoming the high-value man you're meant to be. Peace out.